Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. Today we're going to take a look at how to do tempo changes mid-track. So you can have different tempos in one project. I'm also going to show you how to fade in, fade out, stuff like that. First thing we're going to do is create a new project and click OK. I'm going to choose a RSFA, a drum machine. And then the first thing I'm going to do is hit function down here and change this to 2 bars for now. Okay, and then we're just going to quickly program in a drum pattern. So we can open it up and let's choose a drum kit. Let's see what we've got going on. So we're just going to set tempo. So tempo, we'll start this at about, I don't know, 90-ish, 90 BPM. Switch the metronome on just so we have some sort of guide. I'm going to hit record and I'm just going to program in a little bit of a pattern quickly. So put in some drums. Okay. Switch the metronome off. We stop recording and stop and go back. And what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this first track just by tapping the 2 little squares here, the files. We'll duplicate it, say 4 times for simplicity. Now, if I was to play this through now, make sure loop is switched off and then just hit this. What it will do is it will play through all 4 tracks and they will, of course, be identical. Right, so go back to our fit. In fact, let's hit function now. Okay, function, and this menu will appear. Where it says 4 times 1, tap on that. Now, this will be dependent on what your time signature is. Now, you can also set your time signature, okay, to be whatever you like. So you could have it 3/4, 2/4, you could have it 7/8, whatever you want. And you'll see it will change here, okay? Then you will see scene tempo, and you will see it says disabled. If we switch it on, it'll be 90 BPM. For this first one, it doesn't matter. You can have it on, you can change the tempo if you want to, or you can have it switched off. Makes no difference. Tap on this one here. So now we're looking at the second track, the second scene, if you like. Let's switch on scene tempo here, and let's put this up to, say 170. Okay, so we've gone from really slow to 170. Let's see what happens now. Let's exit function. Let's start up here. And then it'll drop back down to the original tempo, which I seem to remember it being, what was it, 80 or something? I don't know, I can't remember, 80 or 90. Let's have a look in the thing here, switch it on. So 90 BPM is our original tempo. Right, okay, that's great. So that's how you change your tempo from one to another. You just literally hit function, go into the editor by tapping 4 times 1. This is where you can insert a track as well and duplicate it. Our tempo then jumps from 170. Let's say, for instance, we would like our tempo to ramp up. So slowly increase from the 90 to the 170. Okay. Again, we hit function and go to this and we switch smooth on. And what will happen is it means that this particular scene is now associated with the smoothing from the first scene. Let me explain. I'll show you what I mean. So when I press play on this now, this is going to start at its, whatever it was, 80 or 90 BPM. speed up to 170 smoothly for when it goes into this track here. So it's not a super fast transition, okay? You know, it's not an abrupt transition. But if we want to go the other way, right, say for instance, we're on our track here that's playing 170, and we want it to slow down. We need to go to the next scene. So hit function, tap on this. And whether this is enabled or disabled or not, switch smoothing on. And what will happen is this will now slow down gradually over the course of the length of the track, of the scene, and then end up at its original tempo. So we'll go from this one, which will start slow, speed up, and this one will be speeding up, and it will slow down and end up here. And then it'll just repeat itself at the end there. So cool beans. Right, okay. Now, one more thing we could do, we could say, just for fun, let's go into this last one here, and let's set its tempo to something mid-range, 120. But say, for instance, now, that let's pretend that this is a completely full track, loads of stuff going on, all sorts of things going. And we maybe want it to fade in and then fade out, okay? So fade in and then fade out. So we go to function, tap on the 4 before, or whatever, just tap in this little block in this corner. And then you will see at this side, say tempo disabled, fade in disabled, switch it on. And this is your fade in. Now you can set this however you wish. You can have it fade in really quick like that, or kind of over the length of the couple of bars it's set for. We'll do that. And we'll have that fade in. Then we'll exit this and we'll go to our last one here. So function this, and we'll enable fade out. Okay, so you can also set how many times a scene will play for in a song, but well, we can do that in another tutorial, but you know. So what's going to happen now, right? I'm going to make sure loop is switched off, and if I press this, it will start from the top, or I can just press this one here and it'll start from here. So it'll start off slow, speed up, slow down, and then it'll play along, and then it'll tempo change here and it'll fade out. So fade in and fade out at the end. So let's watch. Tempo change here and fade out. Now, the thing to remember is if you've got all these fade outs switched on when you first initially hit it, you're not going to hear it. So depending on how long the fade is for. Now, one other thing you might encounter, okay, if you're trying to set up tempo changes and stuff, if we go into our little settings menu here, okay, and we've got link enabled, right? And we go into our function buttons here now, you'll see that you won't be able to do anything at all with scene tempo because the gadget tempo is now being controlled by Ableton Link on whatever the host is, and it won't allow for tempo changes. So it actually literally just disables the actual settings here. So if you've got link enabled, basically, right, this, you're not going to see those tempo change options available, and you might think there's something wrong. But if you do get that page and you see it's blanked out, it will be because Ableton Link is switched on. And all you need to go is into your settings and disable Ableton Link. And if we look now in our functions, you will see that our tempos have all been re-enabled, sort of thing. So that, guys, is how you do tempo changes. And you can imagine that over the course of a song, if you've got like dubstep and stuff like that, use tempo changes, usually from maybe 140 to 70 BPM. If you're doing prog rock, there's always loads of tempo changes in there. Handy for stuff. And if you like to ramp a BPM up over a course of time, this is really good as well. Remember to use the smoothing function. Brilliant, top job. If you like the video, give it a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please consider becoming a consider becoming a tempo. Please consider becoming a Patreon. And I will see you guys later. Thank you very, very, very much for watching. Bye.